Topic 2. Competitive strategy. Corporate strategy defines where a company will compete, while competitive strategy determines how it will win within its chosen markets. In today's rapidly evolving business environment, competitive strategy has become one of the most critical responsibilities of senior executives and CFOs, requiring the integration of financial discipline, market intelligence, innovation, digital transformation, and operational excellence. Executive CFO programs increasingly position finance leaders as strategic partners who actively shape competitive advantage by allocating capital to the highest value opportunities and ensuring sustainable value creation rather than merely controlling costs. Competitive strategy begins with understanding the sources of competitive advantage. According to classical strategic management theory, organizations can outperform competitors through cost leadership, differentiation, or focus strategies. Cost leadership seeks to achieve the lowest operating costs through scale economies, process efficiency, supply chain optimization, and automation. Differentiation creates superior customer value through innovation, quality, branding, customer experience, or technological capabilities that justify premium pricing. Focus strategies target specific customer segments or niche markets, where specialized capabilities create sustainable competitive positions. For CFOs, competitive strategy requires balancing growth ambitions with financial sustainability. Every strategic initiative, whether digital investment, product innovation, geographic expansion, or acquisition, must generate returns that exceed the firm's cost of capital while strengthening long-term competitive positioning. Modern finance leaders therefore evaluate strategic alternatives using financial metrics such as economic value-added EVA, return on invested capital ROIC, net present value NPV, internal rate of return IRR, and total shareholder return TSR, while also considering strategic flexibility and future growth options. The modern CFO has become an active participant in shaping enterprise strategy alongside the CEO and board. A comprehensive competitive strategy begins with industry analysis. Organizations must understand customer needs, supplier bargaining power, competitive rivalry, substitute products, barriers to entry, technological disruption, and regulatory developments. Strategic tools such as Porter's 5 Forces, competitor benchmarking, customer segmentation, value chain analysis, and strategic group mapping help executives identify structural profit opportunities and competitive threats. Increasingly, companies supplement these frameworks with AI-powered market analytics and predictive intelligence to improve strategic decision-making. Another essential element is developing distinctive capabilities that competitors cannot easily replicate. Sustainable competitive advantage increasingly depends on intangible assets such as organizational knowledge, proprietary technology, data assets, customer relationships, brand reputation, innovation capability, and digital ecosystems rather than physical assets alone. CFOs support capability development by ensuring appropriate investment in research and development, digital platforms, talent development, intellectual property, and strategic partnerships, while maintaining capital discipline. Digital transformation has fundamentally reshaped competitive strategy across industries. Artificial intelligence, cloud computing, automation, advanced analytics, cybersecurity, and platform business models are changing cost structures and customer expectations simultaneously. Organizations that successfully integrate digital technologies into their operating models achieve superior productivity, faster decision-making, enhanced customer experiences, and stronger competitive positioning. Finance leaders increasingly evaluate digital investments, not only through traditional financial returns, but also through strategic capabilities created for future growth. Competitive strategy also requires dynamic resource allocation. Rather than allocating capital based solely on historical budgets, high-performing organizations continuously redirect investments toward emerging opportunities, innovation initiatives, and high-growth business segments, while exiting underperforming activities. Portfolio management becomes an ongoing strategic process where finance serves as the capital allocator balancing risk, return, liquidity, and strategic priorities. Risk management has become inseparable from competitive strategy. Geopolitical uncertainty, Supply chain disruptions, inflation, climate risks, cybersecurity threats, and technological disruption require organizations to build resilience while maintaining agility. Scenario planning, stress testing, and strategic contingency analysis allow leadership teams to prepare multiple strategic responses rather than relying on static long-term plans. CFOs play a central role by integrating enterprise risk management into strategic planning and capital allocation decisions. Successful competitive strategy ultimately depends on execution excellence. Strategic objectives must cascade into measurable operational initiatives supported by balanced scorecards, key performance indicators, KPIs, incentive systems, and continuous performance monitoring. Organizations that align financial planning, operational execution, talent management, and innovation with strategic priorities are better positioned to sustain competitive advantage over time. The Global Competency Framework reinforces this strategic perspective by emphasizing that finance professionals should analyze the organization's external environment, identify opportunities and risks, evaluate strategic positioning, and influence enterprise decision-making through business insight rather than financial reporting alone. Strategy, market understanding, business models, ecosystem management, and macroeconomic analysis are identified as core competencies required of modern finance leaders. In the era of digital disruption and global competition, competitive strategy has become a continuous capability rather than a periodic planning exercise. Organizations that successfully integrate strategic analysis, financial discipline, innovation, digital capabilities, and agile execution can create durable competitive advantages that support sustainable growth, profitability, and long-term enterprise value creation.